tēnei au te hokai nei o takutapu ai. Ko te hokai nuku, ko te hokai rangi. Ko te hokai a tō tupuna tāne nui ara. Ka pikiti ai ki te rangi tūhāhā ki te tihi o manua. Ka roko hei nā tūrā ko te matua kore anake. Ka tekena mai ngā kete o te wānanga. Ko te kete tua uri, ko te kete tua te, ko te kete aronu. Ka tiritiri a ka paupaua. Ka puta mai ho ki te ira tangata ki te whai au ki te ao marama. Tihei mauri ora.
As an oral tradition, storytelling was a very important part of our people's understanding, Mātauranga knowledge systems. They captured all of their knowledge within those stories, within carving, weaving and their various art forms. Their biggest story and most important story is the creation story. The primordial parents, Papa Tuanuku, Mother Earth and Ranginui, Father Sky. They lay in a tight embrace, their children became frustrated, pushed them apart and created the Te Ao Marama, the world of light, in which those children resided. They became the deities of earth, wind, fire and water. They had a whakapapa that connected them to all things. For example, Tāne Mahuta, the god of the forest, Tangaro, the god of the sea, brothers, their children, the trees, the whales, first cousins. All of these whakapapa connections were important to understand how they interacted. For example, when the whale migrated, the Kodi tree would bloom. This was a phenomena they recorded, which actually enabled them to navigate the seasons, understand the times for harvesting, all those sorts of things. And this was from observation of all things around them. That was the intimacy of their relationship. Everything connected, one and the same. Respectful, reciprocity, building resilience around the survival of their people. That's the birth of Mātauranga Māori. Observation, phenomena changes and passing that knowledge down. So when you look at a geological story and you look at how they interpret the geology, I can look at it and interpret it from the stories that our people tell. You know, Pounamu stories that are there, Pautini. He was pursued by the taniwha of great sandstone, and our people used to use sandstone to cut the greenstone. Chased him up the motu. He ended up hiding in Tuhua, Mirror Island, offshore the Bay of Plenty. That whole journey, when you start with Tuhua, Tuhua is a Māori word for obsidian. You go down through the places they stop, basalts, Onewa, down through the grey wackies and argillites of Wellington, across to the granites of the top of the South Island, and down to the Arahuda, the place where the mother lode of greenstone resides. When you look at that journey, where they stop, that is actually, if you look at it from a Pākehā's perspective, that's a geological map. A geological map of materials that Māori could trade. If you got greenstone, you could go up the Motu and trade with the other tribes. In doing that, you're cementing relationships and whakapapa and protocols. In doing that, you're also cementing trade routes. So when we had these stories, if you could read them, they were many layers deep. Everywhere you look, the stories are in the environment, and they whakapapa to all of these particular places, all of these particular entities, all of these particular species, and they become one. That's how we operated. That is the holistic value of our Mātauranga in that sense. It was about balancing all things, nurturing all things, drawing value from all things, but not destroying it. Creating that intergenerational resilience. You have to look at what's happening around us now to appreciate climate change, environmental issues, all those sorts of things. The value propositions that underpin that is not corporate wealth. It's how we deal with the environment around us, how we deal with nature, how we respect nature, how we get back to that. And I do think that in that Mātauranga Māori, the Māori sense of kaitiakitanga, the Māori sense of manakitanga are going to come into their own. It's actually got a deep meaning. Reaching higher levels of state of mind and value, to me, epitomizes Mātauranga Māori. It captures that holistic connection to all things. And I think the world will be far better off, and I think we're moving back into that phase. I only hope we actually honour and do that.